It's not the action that's actually the negative thing that's causing this feeling. It's the meaning behind the action. What's up? What's going on? My name is Sabrina and welcome back to the channel. Here in the Better You space, we teach creatives, dreamers, and entrepreneurs how to train their minds to make their daydreams their real daily lives. And I'm actually creating a series all around this, but today specifically, I want to talk about how to get natural motivation, how to cultivate this natural motivation so that you are motivated to take action on the things that you want to create. If you like this video, I'd love for you to subscribe and hit the bell button to be notified every time I post a new one. It would really help me out if you clicked that thumbs up button and shared this video with a friend. And let's get into it. Sometimes the things we want to do most, especially things that are spiritually aligned with us, we might feel some kind of resistance towards. There's some kind of like, we know we want to do this thing. We feel called to do this thing, but it's like we have these fears and worries about doing this thing, and there's this resistance to doing it. And so what I want to talk about is really training the mind to get rid of that resistance and to feel naturally inclined to lean towards your goals, because you can really get to a place where you feel this like natural fiery motivation, energy, like this endless energy to want to execute on the things that you want to get done, to work on your business, to work on your goals, whatever it is for you. But we have to make sure that the subconscious mind is on board. If your subconscious mind is the way to get really anything we want out of life, is to make sure that our subconscious mind is aligned with our conscious desires. The only reason we might feel that resistance is because there's some interpretation in your mind that understands that it's going to be more uncomfortable doing this thing than it is staying where you're at. And so when it comes to creating this natural motivation, all we need to do is just interpret to our minds, to our bodies, to our nervous systems that it's going to feel really good to take action on this thing, to do this thing, whatever it is. So I want you to get clear on what is the thing that you are having resistance towards, / what is the thing that you're wanting more motivation towards. Okay, get clear on that if you don't already have it in mind. And I want you to just close your eyes and think about how this feels in your body when you think about doing this thing, when you think about taking action on this thing, when you think about how this will play out, okay, the entire scenario. Tune into your body and how this feels. Seriously, take a minute to do this. What are the sensations in your body? What kind of emotions are coming up for you? If you're feeling some kind of resistance, it's like hard for you to take action on this thing. One, I'm going to say this in probably all of my videos on this series on this channel. It's not because you're lazy, what society tries to tell you. Your subconscious mind is simply out of alignment with your conscious desires. And so most likely if you're feeling this resistance, you're going to, like, your muscles might feel tense. You might feel a lump in your throat. You might feel like restricted almost. And it's not because this action is a negative thing to do. It's the meaning behind taking this action. I'm just going to say that one more time. It's not the action that's actually the negative thing that's causing this feeling. It's the meaning behind the action. Nothing has meaning but the meaning we give it. So what meaning are you giving this action? Whatever it may be. It could be you're wanting to go after like your modeling career. You're wanting to it could be that you're wanting to open a yoga studio, for example. Your next step in doing this is finding buildings to rent out, but you're feeling really resistant towards looking up buildings in the area to rent out. What is the meaning behind this? And a question I want you to reflect on is, what bad thing happens when is the meaning you're giving it some kind of oh, it's going to be strenuous. Oh, it's going to be a lot of work. Oh, I'm going to have to talk to so many people, and it's going to have to talk about money, and going to have to talk about this and that, and oh, blah, 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 right? What kind of emotion are you attaching to this meaning? And I really want to focus on emotion in this video and talking about converting your emotions and transmuting your emotions. Emotions are just energy in motion. We can shift our emotions. We can change our emotions. So Let's start transmuting this energy. Let's start transmuting this emotion. Let's start changing the meaning, the emotional meaning we have behind these things. If you think about your goal, you think about your vision, and you feel this resistance, it's not the vision, it's not the action, it's the meaning you have behind it. Let's start training our minds, all right? Start practicing this. Think about the action you need to take, that you feel called to take, that you want to take, that you know is the next step for you. And I want you to close your eyes and feel all the resistant feeling. And even like, I'm sure a lot of you guys that are on my channel are already in the personal development field, industry, realm, whatever, and you already are familiar with EFT, like the tapping points to release energy or emotion. Practice EFT. Get that emotion out of you. If you're not familiar with EFT, please look it up. It's really beneficial. It's really powerful. But feel this annoying, angsty, whatever emotion come up and literally tap it out. Breathe through it. Let this emotion, energy and motion flow through and out of you, and then start associating a positive emotion with that, because your body is going to lean towards what feels good. If you have this negative emotion or uncomfortable emotion tied with taking the action, your body is naturally going to lean away from it. You're going to feel that resistance, and it's going to take a lot of willpower to overcome that, which is like you're just exerting your energy, and you don't have to. You don't have to. You can have this natural motivation, this energy that just comes from like out of nowhere. You could say it comes from like source energy, whatever. But this like endless energy and motivation when you align your subconscious mind with your conscious desires. And I say subconscious mind with emotions because your subconscious mind is where your emotions are held. So start practicing this. Start practicing, training, just becoming more and more aware of the emotions that you feel towards taking certain actions. And if these are actions that you know are the next steps for you, just notice when you feel this stress feeling, this angsty feeling, this whatever feeling come up, and pause. This is like, you need to do the pause. You need to pause whenever you're working to retrain your mind, to retrain your emotional cycles, whatever. Whenever you notice a pattern that you want to stop, you need to stop. You need to pause. You need to literally stop what you're doing. Literally put your cup of coffee down, put your journal down, put your phone down, pause, take a deep breath. Let the old stagnant energy out, and then think about this action and start reprogramming and retraining and creating a new meaning around this. Whatever the old meaning was, it could be, oh, it's strenuous. It could be, oh, like it's such a pain in the ass. It could be whatever. But start reframing it. Start telling yourself, you know what? This is my mission. This is my opportunity to do something that is not only benefiting myself, but it's going to benefit other people. You know, when I step into what I'm meant to do, it's not only benefiting me and my family and my friends, but it's also benefiting so many others, really essentially benefiting the world, and really looking at it from this wide scope, and really feeling gratitude for be able to get in your car and drive to Lowe's and get whatever you need to get for whatever you're building next or whatever, or go do your errands or make the calls. Like, start to feel this gratitude that you get to do these things. Start to really tap into the present moment and really feel thankful for these mundane tasks that you may have to do along the way. Start to let this feeling of like excitement and eagerness. Eagerness is really like the emotion for motivation. Really start to cultivate these feelings of excitement and eagerness and enjoyment, and start telling yourself how grateful you are to do these things and how excited you are to do these things. And if you're not quite at that level, like if you're really trying to bounce from an extreme place of like being really stressed out to wanting to feel excited and eager and feeling like this enjoyment feeling, I like to call these subconscious bridges in affirmations. Start saying like, I'm starting to feel more excited to do these things. I'm beginning to feel more excited to do these things. More and more, I'm seeing motivation within myself to do XYZ. Start to use these subconscious bridges of I'm beginning, more and more. It helps to bypass the conscious mind and really sit in the subconscious, where your mind can really start thinking, oh, maybe I am more and more starting to feel more motivation, instead of just flat out saying, oh, I'm motivated. Because when you say those blatant affirmations, that your conscious mind is just straight up thinking, this isn't my life. This isn't my reality. I don't live this. Your mind is just going to keep slapping it away, and it's really not going to do much deeper work. So we really want to get in there, get in the subconscious mind, feel it. Feeling is a secret. There is so much when you feel the emotion stronger of the enjoyment, of the eagerness, it's like creating so much more momentum in these neural pathways. So really allow yourself to feel into it. If this is something that you're really wanting to master, 3 times a day, set a timer for at least 5 minutes, morning, lunchtime, evening, and let yourself cultivate these feelings of eagerness and excitement towards your goals, visualizing it, feeling it, telling yourself these affirmations with these subconscious bridges, and you will notice a hell of a lot more motivation. You will begin to not only start to get actually excited about doing these things, but you'll start like me. I started, just side note, I had so much resistance towards starting my business, which is why I'm making this series to help out anyone else who has resistance for taking action. Because I just want to say, if you have resistance towards doing something, it doesn't mean that you're not meant to do it. There are just, like I said, your subconscious mind is just out of alignment with your conscious desires. And so when I first started my business, there was so much resistance that I had to doing anything, recording videos, setting up client packages, doing anything, literally anything. And after doing these emotional training practices, when I tell you, I literally wake up early. The other day, I literally popped my eyes open at 5:15 in the morning, and I was so excited to get to the office. I just made it to California, which is such a dream of mine. I feel like I'm also making my daydreams a reality with you guys, so it's really surreal to say that. I'll make a separate video on that though. But I woke up at 5:15 to go to the office, so excited to do my work. A year and a half ago, I would have never, and it's definitely not going to take you a year and a half. It took me it was a learning process to learn the techniques that I teach now, but retrain your emotional patterns, retrain the meaning that you're giving behind these actions, and you will create this really fiery motivation. And if you're really serious about cultivating this fire within you, I'm actually holding a workshop where we will be doing integrative practices for you to retrain your emotional patterns and rewire your brain and rewire your neural pathways around your goals so that you can wake up eager as hell to do the things that you feel called to do rather than feeling that resistance. There's no point in fighting against yourself when you don't have to. If you're interested in doing that integrative workshop, I'm just going to say it's bomb as hell. I've already taken some clients through it and they are seeing amazing results. So go ahead and check out the links in the description below if you want to pop in and experience some magic with us. But that being said, I really hope this video helped you out in understanding what's going on and how to turn it around. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more stuff like this. Share this video with a friend. Share this video with anyone you feel may want to hear it. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching or our online signature program, Unleash Your Life, you can check those out in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.